My name's Ed Purnell. I'm the General Manager here at Norwich Accountancy Services, and this is our Managing Director, John Hook.
I founded Norwich Accountancy Services in October 2010 after we'd all been suffering from the global financial crisis. And we wanted to do something different. We didn't want to be the standard brass plate accountancy firm. We wanted to make it so that basically people could feel we were approachable. They could walk off the street and come in and know that they could get affordable tax help. Also, in lieu of the fact that all the regional HMRC offices had shut, it was an even more valuable service to offer the community. And we found a lot of people taking to it, found it an affordable service, one of which they were happy not to do the returns themselves, because what's the point, they would say, when for a fraction of what we paid our previous accountant, we could have it done with you and have the peace of mind it was done right. So that's our story. As you can tell from my accent, it's still there. I'm originally from Australia, arrived on these fair shores in 2004. I'm a British and Australian citizen, so proud to be a foot in both camps and happy to be living in Norwich, this fine city of ours. We chose Norfolk and Waveney Mind to be our charity of the year this year because basically it's been a very tough year for all. People have suffered both emotionally and financially. And we just felt this was the most worthy charity to put our resources behind. People have had a really tough year, and the hospitality industry has suffered, and very, very badly. People are used to being busy and had to sit around doing nothing, and that's they may well have been on furlough, but that's pretty tough, and for your self-esteem it can really take its toll. So you've got two elements. You've got the boredom factor, and you've also got the financial factor. And people have suffered, and their businesses have gone to the wall. They don't know where to turn. So I think that we want to not only get behind them and make sure we're supporting this wonderful cause, but making sure we're making ourselves available to those people who are suffering by offering 30-minute free consultations and just making people feel they're not alone. And that's the key thing. And that's why I think this is probably the most relevant charity given the circumstances and the situation we've now encountered with coronavirus.
We also want to help break down the stigma around mental health and making people aware that they can speak about it openly and hopefully make a difference.
Absolutely, Ed. They don't want to be suffering in silence, and the thing is, people shouldn't be afraid to speak out and put their hand up and say, yeah, look, I've been feeling down, I've been feeling depressed. There's nothing wrong with that. Our brain is such a powerful organ, and one minute we can be feeling elated, the next minute we can wake up and for no good reason feel like the world is on our shoulders and we're feeling down. And I think we just need to be able to support each other and get through this. And if we can bring something positive out of this crisis, then it will be to further raise the profile of mental illness and make sure we're all there to support each other. We see ourselves on three fronts supporting this fine charity. We got the sponsored silence happening in April, which we'll participate in, and we'll encourage all of our staff members to get involved in that. Basically, be a day where you don't make communication with anyone, and I think that will give us a bit of understanding and empathy towards how some people have felt during this crisis, being on their own, no one to communicate with. It's really very isolating and very tough. So that's one of the things we're going to be doing. Coming up to World Mental Health Day in September, we're going to be sponsoring and organising the Golf Day, which will be at Barnum Broom. We want to raise a lot of money for that, so really want to get a lot of people involved in that particular event. Also, as I may have mentioned just before, is our offer to the general public, to businesses, that we are here to be a sympathetic ear, to come in confidentially, to offload any worries and fears they have, and to make them feel like it's not something they can't talk about. It's nothing to be ashamed of if you have financial problems. It's not the Middle Ages. You don't get locked up in debtor's prison we can help you out. We've got professionals who can guide you through processes to make things better, and that money isn't that important, but we do understand that in this day and age people can get overwhelmed by it and feel the stigma and the pressure of all that. So we're happy to offer that half hour, and wish people would take us up on the offer. There's no charge, just come in for half an hour if we can help you out. If that's as they say, a problem shared is a problem halved, and if we can help make a small difference in that respect, I'd be very happy.
Absolutely. It brings another element to the forefront of our minds. Our people's mental health is incredibly important. Sometimes people suffer in silence. They might have work pressures and home pressures all building up. And obviously, if we share the training that we've had with our team, they can highlight areas of concern, and me as the manager can speak to people and have an ear for them if they have any issues. Also works with our clients as well, highlighting any issues and signposting them if they require any assistance with their mental health.
Absolutely, Ed, and I think that being understanding, and a lot of people have come in and said, really, I can't afford to pay you for the work done, and we're happy to do arrangements to help people out. We want to be kind, and hopefully this is we're paying it forward, doing the right thing, and people are realising that we're doing a good deed. They can pass it on to someone else, but we're here. If you need to do your return, you need to do your accounts, if you haven't got the money, don't fear. We can come up with an arrangement to help you. And as I said, we've got that 30 minutes for a free chat, just to offload any of your burdens that you're possibly even too ashamed to admit to anyone. But nothing is out of reach. We can talk about all sorts of stuff in terms of finances, and unfortunately financial pressures do impact upon financial health impacts upon mental health, and we're very aware of that. So here to help, basically. Given the year we've had, I think that this charity is probably the most worthwhile charity and most relevant charity for this year we've just been through. People have had a tough time. They need to. I just think that this is the most appropriate one. Obviously, we support other charities at other times, Big C, Lord's Taverners, but for this particular year, and I think mental health is so important that I think get yourself behind Mind. It's a great charity. Do some good, and in aggregation, if we all help each other out and we're all kind, the whole will be better. We'll be a better society, and I think that's why we should get right behind Mind this year.
And I believe that 1 in 5 people have suicidal thoughts at some time in their life, which is a staggering statistic. And having the awareness around that, and if people have a broken arm, they're quite happy to tell you that they've got a broken arm. They're not so forthcoming to tell you about their broken mental health. So I think it's very important that other organisations get on board as well. I like to cycle. I get out in the outdoors probably half an hour a day on my bike just to clear my mind. Talking to people. I've got a great partner at home that I can share anything with her, and I've got a great friendship circle and great colleagues. The thing is talking about it. If you feel low, talk about how you feel and don't be ashamed.
I fully agree, Ed. I think don't bottle it up. Feel free to share. And to be honest with you, my father passed away in January, and I was feeling a bit low, but I shared those feelings, and they were sometimes they really got the better of me. And I thought, well, by talking to people, going for a long walk, I felt so much better. So I think that I thought I was immune. I thought I didn't never have lows. I didn't think I did, but I did suffer from that. And I think talking to people just makes you feel like that you're sharing it, someone else knows about it. And I think don't bottle it up, whatever you do, because that is the worst thing you can do. Just share it, and that's what I mean. Again, I'll reiterate, we're here to help. Talk to your friends, talk to a financial person, anyone, just share, pretty much in a nutshell.